Hello my kin, my name is Kin Ping, but you can call me Kin, and today I got another video in my Rakarth series, Beasts Only series. This is episode 4. If you haven't seen the other episodes, I suggest you go and watch those episodes before you watch this one, because it's a continuous campaign, and as you can see we're already on turn 30. So we'll just start off immediately. So last we saw Tahena 1 take one of our settlements, and we've got a slightly destroyed Rakarth army coming down to help. So here I'm just seeing which technology I wanted. Broken by the Lash was the ideal one, because, you know, giving bonuses to beasts is literally the only thing I need in this campaign, really. So, of course, I had to run down Rakarth. His army wasn't looking too bad, actually. With all the panic recruiting that I've been doing last episode, Rakarth was actually looking pretty nice. And we were healing again, because we were in the Chamber of Visions territory. But we didn't have any more beasts, so that was going to be a problem. Especially considering the armies that Tahena 1 had. I mean, we killed Tahena 1 in the last video, but he's still around. And here I thought about making another High Beastmaster, and I did purely for the fact that hopefully we could do some raiding and then get some more beasts from all that raiding. So having made that second army, I was kind of confident with how I was going to approach these guys. I was just hoping that I could get enough healing done before it happened. I also decided to actually pop a right. Though I didn't have the Beast Pen right unlocked, I decided to pop the Sacrifice to Cain one for more healing and casualties like captured after battle. I really need the healing because I knew I was going to be fighting a lot of battles against these big armies, so, you know, healing's really important, especially when it's beasts, because I can't instantly recruit more armies. That's just not how I can play this campaign. I need to keep every single unit I have. So in the start of turn 31, one of the Lizardmen armies was coming towards my Chamber of Vision settlement with a pretty decent army. He was not fully healed, however, so I was kind of confident that I could take this guy out, because my army was now fully healed thanks to the right that I popped the other turn. I also decided, before I did any big battles, to move my Beastmaster, but he was just short of getting this treasure, which was really annoying. But I decided that even though if he can't, you know, raid and get monsters, he can at least do this and get me some more money so I can build buildings that I can recruit monsters from quicker. Then I decided that I just had to go for it, and I had to attack this Lizardmen army. I couldn't let their two armies attack Rakarth, because then I'd probably get overwhelmed. But with one, that was good enough. And it gave me a Ferric victory, which was awesome, because this was a pretty decent Lizardmen army, so I was happy with that. But however, I would lose all 3 squigs and a spider unit. Seeing that really made me want to fight it, but I wasn't sure if I could actually win it if I fought it, because red-crested skinks and chameleon skinks are strong, and I don't rely on myself to use the squigs to their like max ability. I'm not really good with like exploding corpses and units like that, so I really wasn't sure what to do here. Eventually I gave in and I decided to auto it, even though I lost 4 units. I mean, I always knew I was going to lose the squigs, but losing the unit of spiders was pretty difficult to deal with. I got good experience for all my other units, and my army was looking okay. I got the Regiment of Renowned Harpies, and this I would actually keep just in case I ever needed it. This was an instant recruit of elite Harpies that I could use whenever I wanted. So basically that was turn 31, and then about halfway through the end turn, big old dickhead Marcus Wolfheart declared war on me, which I actually wasn't too bothered about, to be completely honest. I had protection from my Dark Elf friends and from the Zench faction if I needed it, so it wasn't that big of a deal, and I hate that guy's faction anyway, so I did not care. At the start of turn 32, I decided to move Rakarth over into the Lizardmen territory. Even though the healing would have been nice, I wanted to raid and get more monsters. Because my army, as it was, I don't think I could defeat another big Lizardmen army, and the Lizardmen army in that settlement had left probably to afford itself to, you know, recruit more units before it's attacked. I did a fair amount of building as well, building some roads and stuff before moving Helen, my new Beastmaster, to the treasure down below. Obviously, this guy was only one unit, so he couldn't really fight an enemy in battle, so I had to wait. And that got me 1,000 treasury, which honestly, I could have done without. I didn't really need that. I was hoping for something a little bit better, but his main goal was to do some raiding, and that means I had to move closer to the Golden Colossus. That was where their army was. I also wanted to be quick about it because I didn't want to fight Tehenwan again, just in case, because I knew he could be really annoying. And then at the start of turn 33, I got a Feral Stegodon from raiding. That is why I raid, to get stuff like that. I was really happy about that, because the Feral Stegodon, it's going to last, you know, like that thing is really strong, single entity, really strong, that I can actually have survive. It's not like the cold ones. Like this guy is like, he's a big boy, so now I got 3 big boys. I got a Hydra, a Carnosaur, and a Stegodon. Obviously, I moved Harlan toward the Golden Colossus because they'd moved their army out of there. I also decided to do some diplomacy on this turn, and I got trade agreement, military access, and defensive alliance with these guys, as well as some cash. That was perfect, because I knew they were probably weak since they were fighting the Hunts Marshals expedition. But if I could get an ally, one ally, that was really, really good. At the very end of the turn, I got the Stegodon, just in case Lizardmen army attacked. Start of turn 34, Harlan started to do some raiding, which was good. I didn't know if he was actually going to like get anything from it, but it was raiding nevertheless, giving me a little bit of income, harassing the Lizardmen. It was a win-win, really. And then Rakarth attacked. I was pretty confident that I could win, or at least do some attrition, and it gave me a Ferric victory, which I was very, very happy about. Also had another banner, wasn't sure who to put that on. But the Ferric victory was very surprising. I wasn't expecting a Ferric victory. I was expecting to probably have to fight this, especially considering they had Croxagore units. But I decided I would keep them encircled. I then, against my inner deep feelings, I got a non-aggression pack with Clan Pestilence. I hate Skaven. It should be no secret that I hate Skaven, but in the situation I was in now, with the Hunts Marshals armies coming down through my allies' lands, I did not want to have another enemy, and that made me do a non-aggression pack with Skaven, which I hated, and that was all the Hunts Marshal's fault. If he hadn't declared war on me, I wouldn't have got the non-aggression pack with the Skaven. At the start of turn 35, I realised that Tehenwan was back, and he was in the army that I was sieging. However, thanks to the attrition, it meant I could do a Ferric victory, and I killed that son of a bitch again. He's gone. Second time he's gone. And my army actually got pretty munted, but I didn't lose a single unit, so that was good. But I did get Tehenwan's defeat trait, Prophet of Doom, which was okay. The minus casualties from attrition was really good, but I wasn't sure what attrition I'd encounter around here, other than maybe Gorok's like its ability. I moved Halen around a bit and put a commandment on the province before I got another monster pen right. So instantly I did that, and then I had to decide what expedition I wanted to do. I ended up on deciding to do a Darklands expedition, and from that I got 1 unit of Feral Bears and 2 units of Saber Tusk, which was pretty good. I already had a couple of, well, no, I had 1 bear and 2 lions already, but this was good just to keep there if I needed them. I wasn't sure I needed them just now, seeing as I had just defeated the Lizardmen's strongest army. So I was actually in a really good position at the moment, and I was ready to take them out. I was ready to launch the offensive and not be defensive anymore. Some beastmen arrived, which wasn't a big deal, and then I got the speed for Harpies and War Hydras and stuff, because I knew that was going to be really good. Hydras were pretty slow, so having them faster would be really useful. There was a lot of building that needed doing, and I moved Rakarth down after doing the building before recruiting all 3 of the extra units, so I now had my full 20 stack army again. Basically, on the start of turn 37, I decided that it was time to attack with Rakarth. The Golden Colossus was going to be ours. And obviously, the garrison was not much. I had Halen as reinforcements, but Rakarth's army would just annihilate this garrison. I was actually considering to not play it, but I decided that the map was different, my army was awesome, so I might as well play it. So here we go, guys. I hope that you really enjoy the cinematic. It's in a different map finally, so please enjoy.
Yes, indeed. I'm not sorry.
And there you have it. That was the end of the big battle. Well, it wasn't really a big battle, it was kind of a thrashing. And finally, I'd taken one of Tehenawan's settlements. And then, to make it even better, when I occupied, I got another Feral Stegodon. My army was now awesome, dude. I had 2 Feral Stegodons now.
Wow.
Obviously wasn't in my army yet, but I was just getting really good stuff. And I'd unlocked all of Rakarth's abilities and his skill tree that boosted beasts and everything, so I was doing really well. I decided to do a little bit of a unit exchange and give Halen some units, because it was about time I had 2 armies going around. I was slowly getting more and more monsters and beasts to allow for 2 different armies. Even though Helen's wouldn't be that big, it was just worth having 2 different forces so I could cover more land. And then that was the end of the turn. I hope you guys enjoyed this episode 4 of Rakarth's Beasts Only campaign. It was really fun to play. We're actually slowly getting powerful now, and we got some dwarfs to destroy. We got some lizardmen to like finish off, basically. So I hope you guys enjoyed all of this, and I'll see you next time. Goodbye, my kin.